Hey there guys, and welcome back to Bravely Default. So in today's episode, we take on Bravely, the Templar. Now unfortunately, I don't really have enough time for me to test out the strategy and make sure it works, so we're gonna wing it. I'm planning to use the transient strategy that allows us to get extra BP and get counters in, but I've got other things that will kind of cover my bases. So our opponent tends to default a fair bit, so I've also got Pierce Default on Ringabel. I also have Martial Arts and the Keygon Wave on it so that we can pierce his defaults. I've got Tiz a Performer so that he can buff us. And the idea is I'm going to be using her primarily just for countering. Now you notice I have medication on her. That's entirely just so that she can kind of revive anybody in case someone gets knocked out, pretty much. It focuses entirely around using Shibu Jinrai to avoid the massive painful hits, and then countering attack with Keygon Wave and Piercing Default. And then Tiz is here just to kind of buff us up using, what's it called, Love Power, I believe? If need be, we can also use one more for you to get extra BP as well. So, I have no idea how this is going to work out, but we'll try it anyways. Let's roll.
Father.
How could I have not known about that secret passage to your room? What am I to do with you now, Hadia?
Well, I've been using it almost as long as I could walk. It's come in handy more than once.
I see.
Listen, Father. The truth is, well, I wanted to help you fulfill your ideals. I truly did. I think I was lonely. I mean, no matter how I tried to get through to you, you never paid me any mind. It was as if you always had your back turned towards me until I left Eternia.
It was not that I never accepted you. Rather, you were ever my pride and joy. My assigning you to the Sky Knights was an acknowledgement that you had become the woman I knew you could be. I had thought you might tame that band of ruffians, to bring them to order, and lead them. Alas.
Thank you, Father. I never knew you felt that way.
Do not thank me, for I too shall do whatever it takes. I cannot allow you to lay hands upon the crystal. Mine is a cause that I shall not willingly abandon.
Yes, Mother told me. It was when she first fell ill that you began to rush the pursuit of your ideals. Was it not?
I will not stand by and watch you ruin all I've made. You and your band shall not pass.
Why, Father? Why must you always refuse to listen to me? Are we really that different?
My ideals are no longer my own. It is my calling, nay, my duty, to protect this world.
Protect the world? But it's you, Father, who endangers it! Is this battle between us all but inevitable? I came here knowing that mere words could never bend your will, and yet...
You've come this far, only to spout such sickly sweet sentiments. You disappoint me. Blood and steel are the final resort between those unwilling to concede their beliefs. I am Braev, the Templar, Grand Marshal of Eternia. Prepare for battle!
Prepare for battle indeed. Alright, let's talk about strats. I know that he defaults, I know that he braves. He's pretty much the only person in this game that uses the brave and default system properly. That being said, I believe we can evade attacks just by using Utusemi. So we're going to try and cheese our way through this using the Utusemi hacks that we used before. Now the Dia, I think I'm just going to default with her and build up some BP. Alright, everyone has their Utusemis active. Now we need to start building up some attack strength. So Tiz, I'm going to have you do a love power on all allies. Agnès, I'm going to have you default. Ringabel, I'm going to have you default. Dia, I'm going to have you go for a nothing ventured. And we'll see how this works out. He's defaulting, that's fine. Free turn to get our attack strength up. Go for a love power on all allies. Going for... I'm going to default with everyone else, get our BP up. And Adia, we're going to go for a no dying enemy. Let's see how that works out. Alright, one Radiant Blast is coming straight towards Agnès, which misses thanks to our Utsusemi. We get a transient hit in. Hard Strike towards Ringabel. No transient strike on him because I don't have it on him, but that's fine. Alright, everyone is buffed, which means we're good to go. And we have Utsusemi. We need Utsusemi on Agnès again. Okay, so that means we are good to go. What else can I do here? I can raise BP by 1. Increase physical defense. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to increase our physical defense. Agnès, we're going to Braev 4 times. We're going to go for a Utsusemi, get that back up and running. Following that, we're going to go for some Hidden Dragons, I believe. No, we want to go for Keegan Wave. He's probably going to default this turn. And we need to pierce that default. Alright, let's see. Ringabel, what can I do with you? We're going to Braev, we're going to go for a special, we're going to go for a Horizon, get our crit rate up. Following that, we're going to go for a high jump, and that should do some damage to him. Oh, I need to get his Utsusemi back up. Okay, scratch the Horizon. We are going to Braev, we're going to go for... We're just going to go for an Utsusemi, get that back up and running. And Dia, we are going to default with her. Now each of these Keegan waves is going to do about 2,700 damage, which is pretty decent. Really helps that we have these buffs helping us out. Gotcha back will increase our physical defense. And Utsusemi will keep us safe from harm. Alright, so far so good. We have Utsusemi on our main party members. I'm going to go for another physical defense up. Agnès, I'm going to go for a Keegan wave. Ringabel, I'm going to Braev, we're going to go for a Horizon, get our crit rate up, and following that, we're going to go for a high jump. And Adia, I'm going to try a... Let's go for nothing ventured. But it doesn't matter anyways because he's defaulting. That's perfectly fine.
Don't blink.
Oh, I'm realizing why I shouldn't be using Horizon just yet. But it doesn't matter because we have Pierce Default on Ringabel. So it doesn't even matter that he's defaulting. Alright, Utsusemis are still up, which is good. Tiz, I'm just going to have you default. Agnès, I'm going to have you go for a Keegan Wave. And Adia, I'm going to have you go for Nothing Ventured. High Jump's going to do 10,000 damage. Sweet. Giant Slayer onto Adia, but we're going to get the Nothing Ventured in. Do 4,000 damage. Nice. Hard Strike onto Tiz, which is fine. We're going to get a Transient hit in. And a Radiant Blast onto Agnès. Perfectly fine. We're going to get a Transient hit in. And he's...
Shall not pass.
What? Alright, okay, Gandalf. I'm game. Alright, let's see. He's down to -1. That's good. We can do things. I'm going to go for a Utsusemi, and we are going to rebuff everybody. So we're going to go... I think I can just extend it by using Love Power again. Maybe. You know what, screw it. I'm just going to go for a Utsusemi and that's it. Agnès, we're going to go for Braves. We're going to go for Hidden Dragon and Hidden Dragon. Ringabel, I'm going to have you go for a High Jump. Oh, we need to get the Utsusemis back up. Okay, back up, back up, back up, back up. It's fine that we lost the special. That's perfectly a-okay. Utsusemi, Braev, Utsusemi, following a Hidden Dragon. We still have Utsusemi on Ringabel, so we're going to go for a High Jump. And Adia, I guess we'll unleash her special then. So we will Braev, we're going to go for a Moon Shadow. We don't need medication right now, so I guess we'll just go for some regular attacks.
Ready to fly?
Not quite as much damage as I would like, but that's fine. We'll get our attack strength up by 20%. Hidden Dragon now doing 3,000 damage, very good. Physical attacks need to come back up. Okay, so we're going to Braev We still have our Ujuseimi's up, so we're going to go for 2 love powers. Agnès, I'm going to go for a Keegan Wave, because I'm pretty sure he's going to default. And Adia, I'm just going to default with her. Get that Keegan Wave damage in. Plus Ringabel will be coming down this turn, so this is going to be fantastic. Unfortunately, because he's up in the air, he doesn't get the buff. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and use, I'll use it again. Get his attack strength back up. Ringabel, I need your help here. Let's just try regular attack. Let's see how much that does. And Adia, we are going to go for a nothing ventured, I think. Okay, he should be attacking fairly soon. His target. Oh yes, it misses. We get the transient hit. Oh my god! 8,000 damage from a transient hit. I think we have this battle in the bag. I think we're good. I think we're really good. Alright, just for good measure, I'm going to drop... I'm going to drop another love power, so Ringabel can get his attack strength up. And we're going to go for... 1 more for you, onto Agnès. Agnès, you Braev, we're going to go for 1 Keegan Wave, plus 1 Ujuseimi. And Ringabel, I'm going to have you default this turn. Yeah, I'm going to have you default. And Adia, I'm going to have you default as well. Okay, so let's just keep on going with this whole one more for you thing. Get some more onto Ringabel. Agnès, you can Braev. We can go for some Keegan Waves. Ringabel, I'm going to have you go for a high jump. And Adia, I'm going to have you go for a nothing ventured. Alright, this way, when Ringabel comes down this turn, he won't be in negative BP. We'll have extra to work with. Okay, let's see. Tiz, I'm going to have you default this turn. Agnès, go for a Keegan Wave. Adia, go for a nothing ventured. $5,000, very nice. High jump's going to do... High jump's going to knock him out. You shall not pass! There will be many a Lord of the Rings reference. Hard Strike onto Tiz, but he survives. And Radiant Blast onto Ringabel, and he completely misses. Awesome. Alright, now he's down to -1. Now is our chance to do some things. Our physical attack is all the way up. So, what can I do with Tiz? I'm going to Braev, and I'm going to do 1 more for you onto Agnès twice. And I'm going to do 1 more for you onto Ringabel. Agnès, we're going to go for a Hidden Dragon. Ringabel, I'm going to have you go for... I need to get my Ujuseimi back up. We'll fix that in a bit. We're going to Braev, we're going to go for a Ujuseimi, and a High Jump. Adia, we're just going to run some regular attacks. So I'm going to throw a Cross Potion towards Tiz, and then 2 regular attacks. And then we'll change this from 1 more to you, to 3 Braves, 1 Ninjutsu, Ujuseimi. Following that, 1 more for you onto Ringabel, 1 more for you onto Agnès. And that looks good. Have you ever heard of a singing ninja? Or is it a ninja singer? Well, whichever one it is, it's kicking ass. Oh man, that's some pretty pitiful damage from Adia. That's fine though. Her main role here is just for countering. Okay, let's see. He is down at regular. He's down at regular. We now have physical attack on. I need to rebuff Ringabel. Okay. I'm going to default with Tiz, get his BP back up. We're going to Braev twice with Agnès, go for some Keegan Waves. Ringabel will be coming down this turn, and we'll do a nothing ventured on Adia. and get those transients hit in. And another 10,000 from Ringabel. Very nice. Alright, well, Braev with Tiz twice. We're going to go for some singing, go for a love power on all allies, get our attack strength back up. Agnès, we're going to go for Utusemi and a Kigon Wave. Ringabel, I'm just going to have you go for another high jump, because it's just doing so much damage. But I need that buff. I'm going to default. Idea, go for a Nothing Ventured. Alright, so far so good. Everyone's buffed. We have Utusemi on all of our main people. So I'm going to default with Tiz. Agnès, I'm going to have you go for a Kigon Wave. Ringabel, you go for a high jump. And Idea, you go for... Actually, I wonder how much a Judgment's going to do. Let's try that. Let's see what a Judgment does. Judgment 5,000. That's not too bad. Let's see, I don't need to do anything with Tiz right now. We'll go for some more hidden Kigon Waves from Agnès. We're going to go for a default with Ringabel and a Nothing Ventured with Idea. Giant Slayer onto Agnès, it will miss, and we get a Transient hit for another 7,000 damage. Hard Strike onto Ringabel, which again will miss. Radiant Blast onto Ringabel, which kills him. Well, it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. We can still recover from that because he's also down to -1 now. So let's see. What can I do here? I'm going to default with Tiz. We're going to Braev with Agnès. We're going to go for an Utusemi followed by a Kigon Wave. Idea, we are going to quickly revive Ringabel. And he's going to get knocked out.
You have grown strong. My daughter.
Alright, sorry Ringabel, no experience for you, no job points. Which sucks, because this probably would have been just enough to get Valkyrie up to level 11. Okay, never mind, we didn't get enough job points. I thought we would have gotten a lot more from defeating the greatest man that ever lived, or the Grand Marshal. You know, I thought we'd get like at least 1,000 job points or something, because, you know, he's supposed to be like this big important person, but no, 2,000's fine. You got the Templar Asterix. Alright, let's see what we got here. Templar, a warrior with formidable defense. Good offense and defense. Favors swords and armor. Specialty BP limit up. Interesting. Hard Strike. Rampart. If we can guard stuff, that's pretty promising.
You should not have come.
Forgive me, Braev. Forgive me, Idea. This is all my fault.
What is this foolishness you speak? You are ever the strength that keeps me alive. And I love you and Idea dearly.
Father?
Do not fear. He is merely unconscious. His wounds, they will heal, though it will take some time. And he may never wield his sword again.
Mother, I took up arms against Father. I told myself I was ready to fight him, even if it meant shortening his years.
Then surely you will not stray from your path, so long as you hold that feeling near and dear. By your actions, you have finally granted your father a reprieve from his anguished struggle. It was for the best.
Mother, We now go to awaken the Earth Crystal.
I see.
Forgive me.
There is no need to ask my forgiveness.
Oh, but there is, Mother. For if we awaken the crystal, your treatments will no longer be possible. We will no longer be able to keep what ails you at bay. What sort of daughter does that to her mother?
Oh, Adia, you truly are your father's daughter. And that is what makes you even more dear to me.
Mother!
How very touching. I beg pardon for my interruption, but your fear is misplaced.
And you are...
Of course, you had yet to see me in this form. I am Lester de Rosso. But you may address me as Lord de Rosso.
What do you mean our fear is misplaced?
It appears you have underestimated the Templar's great deeds. Deeds for which he risked life and limb. For he has advanced science and medicine in this land by 100 years. While complete cures may not yet be possible, sickness and disease can be prevented from further progression. Awakening the crystal shall not rob your mother of such mortal life as she has left, Idia.
So then...
We're free to awaken the crystal.
Dear...
Ironic, is it not? To think I would be the one to urge the Wind Vestal and her companions to awaken the crystal. I can see purpose unwavering in your eyes. 'Tis as if I gaze upon Braev the Templar in his youth. And yet, there is still much that you cannot fathom. I have seen years measuring in thousands. Hope and sentiment intertwined with right and wrong, good and evil. The rise and fall of the Orthodoxy, the restoration of Eternia, the two conflicting beliefs concerning the crystals. So much may happen in a life immortal.
The way to Everlast Tower is beyond this door.
Let's go!
You're staring at that journal like a... You're staring at that journal fit to burn a hole in it. I may as well. The thing stopped coughing up prophecies. Just who was the author in the end? I can't help but wonder. Did someone in the past foretell what the four of us would do? Or are the us in the book actually other people who lived in the past? Other people whose doings perfectly overlap with our own? Both theories are equally hard to believe. According to the text, you've met the book's author before, Agnès. Any recollection? No. I am not entirely without my suspicions, but I feel they must be wrong. After all, you don't recall writing it, do you, Ringabel? Me? I'm afraid not. And the author claims to have saved your life, Tiz. Do you remember anything? No, nothing. I've always just assumed it was Owen that rescued me. An idea. The author claims he's madly in love with you. Any ideas? So can I pummel him? If I said no, I'd be lying. What? I'm saying I have my suspicions where boys in love with me are concerned. But the facts don't add up. For either of them. Either? I suddenly find myself twice as angry. Regardless, to the extent its words can still be trusted, the book says. It says you three are going to meet the author if we keep pressing on. I see little point in fretting over someone we may or may not meet. The Earth Crystal awaits us. This much is fact. Let us hurry to Everlast Tower. Second, Awakening crystals has to be our priority. Then let us hurry on. Right. Let us hurry on indeed. Can I save outside here? Please bring me to the overworld. Overworld hype! Which means I can save, which means I don't have to go through the temple again. Not the temple, the Central Command. Alright, in the next episode, we make our way over to Everlast Tower and the last crystal. Also, there appears to be a side quest sitting on the map? Top right. So that's the castle. That's the ice castle. We can totally go there and we can do stuff. This is going to be amazing. Alright. As always, thank you guys so very much for watching this. And I hope to see you next time. Laters!